What's up, guys? Justine Blazer here. I am working on a new track for an artist. Her name is Sophia Warren. She is a dark indie pop artist out of Austin and Nashville, Tennessee. And I am going to show you guys how I incorporate Ontar's AutoTune on her track, but not necessarily in the way that you would expect with the traditional pitch correction, as of course we can use it in that way. But I'm going to show you guys something really cool in a way that you may not have thought to use AutoTune before. So let's go. All right, we have our track here. This one is called Home Like You. This is her new single coming out very soon, but I'm actually in the middle of mixing it as we speak. So I want to show you guys a really cool trick on how to make AutoTune just sound awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is I am going to create an aux stereo bus. And on that insert, I'm going to use the Valhalla Supermassive Delay on half note taps. And then after the beat, you guessed it, AutoTune. And what I'm going to do is actually going to send the speed all the way up to 100. And then I'm going to send that bus back into the vocal track as a send. And I'm going to automate just the delay trails. I'm not affecting the pitch or the delay of the actual performance content. It's only on those notes that are trailing. So you kind of get this really cool sonic effect to the vocal of creating something that you're just like, what is that sound? That sounds really cool. And it's AutoTune as an Aux Send. And yeah. All right, first thing you want to do is create a new track. I created one track, stereo aux input, and I'm going to make that. Next step is, now that I have that created, I call this delay AutoTune, and I am going to add my plugin. So I'm going to add the Valhalla Supermassive Delay. All right, here it is. This is my absolute favorite delay and reverb, which is the Valhalla. I don't use anything else really. This is the only two ones I use, and it's just amazing. So anyway, this one was actually a free plugin that you got if you bought the other ones. So woo, gotta love free. Anyway, I like this Lyra setting, but there's a few different ones you can choose from. And I actually am going to set this to a noted tap delay. So I'm going to put a half note, which is 2/4. I'm going to keep the mix right around 50, and I'm actually going to cut the EQ and all the way out and cut that low out as well. What that's going to do is create kind of like that telephone effect, but not to the vocal, only to the tap delay. Step number 2 is I'm going to obviously use AutoTune. So you want to put it after the delay, not before, because it won't do anything if you put it before. So I'm going to set this to the key, which is B flat or A sharp, depending on how it's listed on your end. I'm going to use alto/tenor because she's got more of that lower voice. I'm going to use format, which is going to pick up more detail in the voice itself. And then I am going to put the speed all the way to the right. So it's set to 100 or 100, however it's listed on your end. I'm actually going to leave the flex tune, the humanize, and the metro vibrato alone because I don't want that affected at all. Next thing I did is I gave this bus its bus assignments. So I put this on 19 and 20, no particular reason, just those were open. So I chose those. And then I renamed it Delay AutoTune so I know which one is being sent where. All right, so here's her vocal. This is just completely plain, nothing else on it. Here's what it sounds like.
Familiar winds are blowing through my hair. The sound surrounds me like an answered prayer.
So she's got great pitch, so there isn't much I had to do to get this vocal sounding, on pitch. She actually has a really, really good tone and pitch, so just did a little bit of. Next thing I do is I insert the send. So I'm going to bus, and I'm going to go delay AutoTune. There it is, and boom, we're ready to roll. So now I'm going to hit play.
Familiar winds are blowing through my hair. The sound surrounds me like an answered prayer. I feel the welcome I've not heard.
So as you can see, I was kind of playing around with the fader. I didn't like it on the actual performance of the main content of what she was singing. There was a lot of phasing going on. But you know what? You might be into that style. I don't know. If that floats your boat, go ahead and set it like that. I personally am going to automate just the last lyric of the phrase, and it's just going to have that tap, but with the auto tune on it. So I'll show you what I'm talking about.
My hair.
So I go to AutoTune, delay AutoTune, and I'm just going to hit level. So there it is. And now we are ready to automate. First thing I do is I just take all of this down to 0 and gets us all where we need to be. Okay, so I drew in some automation here. So pretty easy. You just take your cursor and click on it, and you can just send this shape however you want. And go ahead and create the extension point wherever you'd like. And this is just something that you can kind of trial and error it. At least that's what I do. I don't really have a specific science to this. I just pretty much get it where it sounds cool to me. I'm all about just making it sound cool. So yeah, so here's kind of what it sounds like by itself. And it's just that last lyric of each phrase.
Familiar winds are blowing through my hair. The sound surrounds me like an answered prayer. I feel the welcome I've not earned, as if the prodigal returns.
Here it is with the music.
Familiar winds are blowing through my hair. The sound surrounds me like an answered prayer. I feel the welcome I've not earned, as if the prodigal returns.
So I decided to up the entire automation up a little bit. So you just basically take your highlighter and just pop it up a little bit more, and you get a little bit more trail. So this is just kind of a trial and error type process. So here's what it sounds like now.
Familiar winds are blowing through my hair. The sound surrounds me like an answered prayer. I feel the welcome I've not earned, as if the prodigal returns.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe it expanded your creativity a little bit more than your conventional ways of doing stuff. You can also do this technique on reverbs. You can do this on whatever. So have fun with it. It's not just used for pitch correction, as everybody may say. You can do it for all kinds of cool sonic effects. So hope you guys have a great day. Keep creating.